Hello, welcome back to Mrs. Tori's YouTube channel. Today we're going to talk about the angles in a triangle. So we already kind of touched on this, but the sum of the measures of the angles in a triangle is always 180 degrees. So every triangle on the entire planet, all of them, the three angles will add to 180. Here's the somewhat new one. Exterior angle theorem. If a side of a triangle is extended, the angle formed is equal to the sum of the other two angles. Let me draw you a picture to illustrate what I mean. So if I draw a triangle here and extend one leg, or one side I should say, let's label these angles. Angle 1, angle 2, angle 3, angle 4. The measure of angle 4 is going to equal the other two angles. So it means the angle that it's not adjacent to. So the measure of angle 1 plus the measure of angle 2. All right, let's practice some of this. So number 1, we've got a 40-degree angle, a box, and a question mark. We've got to remember that box means 90 degrees. We know all three of them together equal 180. So to find the missing angle, we can take 180 and subtract our two angles that we know, and that gives us 50. So the missing angle there is 50 degrees. Let's look at number 2. So number 2, we have a triangle with some extended sides. So we're thinking this might be exterior angle theorem. However, if I look at it, this side being extended, this is the angle that we would be talking about, right? Like this example here. Or if we extend it this way, we'd be talking about that angle. But we don't know those angles, do we? And actually, if we looked at it, if we extended this side, it would be this angle and this angle, right? So we don't know the exterior angles that's going to add up to the other two angles. So we got to look at this a different way. What we do have is two intersecting lines, and we have vertical angles. So if this is 80 degrees, that's also 80 degrees. If this is 60 degrees, that's also 60 degrees. We know vertical angles are congruent. And now we can use triangle sum theorem. So x plus 51 plus 80 plus 60 equals 180. We got to combine our like terms. 51 plus 80 plus 60. X plus 191 equals 180. Subtract 191 from both sides, we'll get x equals negative 11. Number 3. So number 3, we have a triangle and we have one side extended. And then we know the angle that's created. That tells us that we're going to use the exterior angle theorem up here. So the exterior angle theorem says that the angle formed by the extended side is equal to the sum of the other two angles. So that's 5x minus 1 plus 54. I'm just going to combine our like terms and get plus 53. We've got to subtract 5x from both sides and get 4x plus 17 equals 53. Then we've got to do 53 minus 17, we're going to get 36. Divide both sides by 4, we're going to get x equals 9. Now, of course, we could take this one step further and say, what's the measure of angle UVF? Well, we just take that 9, plug it in, 9 times 9 plus 17, and get our answer. All right, for the last 4, I want you to pause the video, try them on your own, and then come back and we'll go over them. All right, welcome back. So number 4 looks a lot like number 2. We've got some vertical angles here, right? So if this angle is x plus 38, well, so is this one. If this angle is 100 degrees, so is that one. Whoops, I'm not done. We still got to solve for x. So we just got to combine our like terms. So 2x plus 196 equals 180. So I just added 38, 158, and got 196. Subtract 196 from both sides, we'll get 2x equals negative 16. Divide both sides by 2. X equals negative 8. Number 5 is a little more simple, or simpler, I should say. Add the three angles, it equals 180. So x, or 2x actually, plus we've got 51, 59, and 84. It's going to give me 194 equals 180. Subtract 194 from both sides. 2x equals negative 14. Divide both sides by 2. We'll get x equals negative 7. Number 6, we know 2 of the interior angles, and we know the angle formed by an extended side. So we know 149 is going to equal the sum of these two angles. So 11x plus 9x gives us 19x. This is kind of hard to tell, but that is a plus 5 and a plus 8x. It kind of copied weird. So if we add 5 and negative 8, we'll get negative 3. And then we got to add 3 to both sides, and that's going to give me 152 equals 19x. Divide both sides by 19, and you will get x equals 8. All right, that's it for today. See you next time.